Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is said that when Eleanor Roosevelt went down to Brazil and saw the Iguazu Falls for the very first time, the first words that came out of her mouth were, "Poor Niagara." Now, I've been to both places, and I would have to agree. There really is no comparison. Iguazu Falls is absolutely spectacular and worth seeing. But it's not the only attraction worth seeing if you go down there. In close proximity to the falls, and equally spectacular, but in different sorts of way, are Parque dos Aves, or Birds Park, in Itaipu Hydroelectric Dam. But don't take my word for it. Allow me to show you with some of the photos and objects that I brought with me here today. I'm going to go ahead and hand out some photos, mainly of Iguazu Falls. And while some folks are looking at that and passing them around, the rest of you can look up here at this aerial photo that I have of the entire system. Iguazu Falls is located on the border of Argentina and Brazil in a subtropical forest. The width of the falls is 1.7 miles, approximately twice that of Niagara. It consists of 275 separate falls, with an average height of 210 feet, with the highest being 269 feet. In comparison, Niagara only has 3 falls, with the highest being 170 feet. 20% of the falls are on the Brazilian side, 80% are on the Argentinian side. On both sides, there are walkways up in this area that go out upon the water out to the falls. The view is amazing. The largest picture that you will see as the photos go around is of the Brazilian side with the walkway showing. It is similar to this photo. Now you can see from the size of the photo and the people on the size of the walkway and the people on the walkway, just how grand the view is. It is spectacular. Not just in terms of the sights of the waterfalls, but in terms of the sound too. The roar of the waterfall and the rapids is all around you. It is absolutely amazing. I really can't say enough about the falls. It's just incredible. Just outside Iguazu National Parks, where the falls are located, is Parque das Aves, or Birds Park. It is on 12 acres of land, of which 5 acres have the walkways and the large aviaries where the birds reside, and people can walk through there and be amongst the creatures. These guys aren't real. But if you were there, this is exactly what you would be seeing. The colors are amazing, vivid, bright, with all sorts of creatures there flying around you, perched on different things. It's amazing. It's incredible. There's about 150 distinct birds that are there, mainly from around the area, with some exotic birds from different parts of the world. You have lorikeets, macaws, swans. Look at these bright colors. So fantastic. You have toucans and other lorikeets of different colors. Now, birds are the main attraction, but they're not the only creatures that are there. Besides the birds, you have some very colorful creatures that are snakes and reptiles and lots of butterflies. Again, Absolutely amazing, spectacular, incredible. Now I've covered Falls Iguazu, I've covered Parque de los Aves. The last item on the list is the Ipaitu hydroelectric dam. Fortunately, I don't have more photos to show you, but this one really captures the essence of what I saw, and that is, this thing is humongous. Absolutely humongous. I have never seen anything like it, and I probably never will again. It borders on the border of Brazil and Paraguay. It is 4.8 miles long, which is about the same as the lower part of the San Mateo Bridge. The American Society of Civil Engineers call it one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. It really is. It took 18 years to complete at a cost of $18 billion with 40,000 workers who had their own city to reside in with their families. It's amazing. The steel and iron that was involved in making this structure could make 380 Eiffel Towers. The concrete alone could make 210 soccer stadiums like the one in Rio de Janeiro. The waterway, the reservoir behind it, isn't just a reservoir, it's a lake. It goes back 125 miles. And the spillway that's over here, on this side here, is amazing. The water that comes from this equals 40 times that of Iguazu Falls. And there are 20 turbines that are stretched along a half mile of the dam. 18 are in use at any one time. It takes only 2 turbines to equal the amount of water that comes down Iguazu Falls. So this thing is really impressive. So to sum it up, there's one word that I would use for all 3. Spectacular. Spectacular as far as Iguazu Falls because of the majestic glory of nature before you. Spectacular because of the bird's part, the living colors that you see. Spectacular for Itaipu Dam because of the grand building of this pharaonic structure. If you have the chance to go down there, I would highly recommend it. It really is worth seeing all 3.